Maat 703. Maat 703. The force, the power, the energy that strengthens, that makes brave, that makes courageous, the initiates. If you know, you know. Fear is not for initiates. What did you say? Fear is not for initiates. Position yourself in the position of Moses. You have that burning passion. You have that burning desire. No difference from seeing that very forest that is burning, but the fire is not touching the ground. It's not destroying you. Position yourself in the position of Moses. You see that very burning fire raging. No difference from the plagues that is destroying millions today. The plagues, indebtedness, the plagues, addiction, the plagues, depression, so many plagues destroying people. That burning fire, gradually burning, but it doesn't touch the ground. And what was the attitude of Moses as an uninitiate? He was afraid. Today, this Maat 703 planted here is just to let you know that you do not have to be afraid. You do not have to be afraid to walk gallantly, graciously into the chambers of your own fathers, to attain that knowledge, to reach that enlightenment. You do not have to be afraid to walk bravely, courageously into the lodge of your own fathers to reach that empowerment. What do we say? Empowerment. Fear is only for the initiates. You're not here by accident. Everything has been carefully designed. This 703rd day Maat message has been planned to reach you today. You're wondering whose voice are you hearing? This LTBLIGHT Premier member, team member, Coach Emen, reaching you live and direct. We've been doing this. And today is the 703rd day. We'll be here tomorrow, 704th day. We continue to do this in broad daylight. MAHAT in broad daylight. This is not black magic. This is not black magic where we have to take you into a man-made house in order to confuse you, divide you. A building built by man. This is not to take you behind that very altar, bloody altar. Deliver us from blood guiltiness. Tower of Babel. Bible. Of course, all thanks to them, because without them, you will not even understand what we're saying today. Fear is for the uninitiates. Don't listen to noise or distractions that are making you afraid to come back into your own father's chamber, into your own father's house, to rebuild it, to make strong its foundation. If you abandon your own father's house, your own children will abandon your own house, however beautiful it is. LTBLIGHT team have vowed and said, we are not going to abandon our own father's house. For goodness sake, we are not going to allow total strangers to continue to dwell in our own father's house. We are not going to continue to allow adopted sons to continue to dwell in our own father's lodge. Pay careful attention. Fear is for the what? Uninitiates. The initiation is simple, and that is for you to keep your eyes open. With your inner eyes closed, without an open mind, you continue to dwell in fear. But today we are calling on you and letting you know that there could be a change. The LTBLIGHT team member knows that after watching this very video, you will not continue to live in duel. Only the eyes of a child fears the painted masquerade. You will not continue to live in fear. You will now continue to live, you will now become one that lives in mastery. Like Moses was called closer to come into the burning bush. Pay careful attention. Do you really know how Moses transformed that very staff into a serpent? If you do not know, you're still living in illusion. Do you really know how Moses transformed that very serpent back into a staff of authority? If you don't know, you are in delusion. You are not empowered. Fear is for the uninitiates. You don't have to be afraid. You don't have to be afraid. It is for the uninitiates. Your own fathers wore that very crown to show who they truly are. They wore it. They made that war against those that want to be against their law and order. Their law, Omenala, their order, Ordinala. They made that war. Today is your day. Follow successful people and you too become successful. Do what they're doing and you too rise up as though the sun. This is the day for you to begin to build it, to plant it. This is the day for you to begin to do it. If you want to stand and shine like a star, you have to start today. You have to start now. There's a link that is provided right here below. If you want to connect back to your root, download your own LTBLIGHT antidote. Say no to the plagues. Plagues of addiction, plagues of depression, plagues of indebtedness, and so many more plagues. Destroy them by air, destroy them by water, destroy them by the celestial grace, sun, moon, and stars. At the end of this video, you'll also see that very link. Use it today. There comes a time when obedience is better than all full sacrifices. All sacrifices in blood. Blood of goat, blood of animal, blood of dogs, blood of chicken, blood of... obedience trumps all that. Fear is for uninitiates. Today you are an initiate. You're no longer going to live through the universe in fear. You're going to stand up and begin to do it. As a reminder, we've been doing this in broader light every day. And today is the 703rd day. We hope you'll be here again tomorrow, being the 704th day. It's a 1001 day journey. We do it. We're not comfortable taking you to the temple or to the altar. At the end of the day, you've been robbed. We do it here so that you can be able to compare apple with apple, fine grain with chaff. You're welcome. Our war chest, our treasure chest is enough to sustain you here on earth. We have assembled it, the best of the best. Sacrificed it, our time, not know any man's life, but our time and our energy. Gathered the treasures of your own ancestors, not any other man's treasures, but the treasures of your own ancestors. Talent and technology of the day. We have gathered it, a platform that can be able to allow you to live brave on earth instead of living in fear. Don't be afraid. Okay? Do the right thing and the right thing will follow us. Pay careful attention. Build as your own ancestors wanted you to be building. They started to do it. Okay? Don't build madness here so that you shall be well with us. Look at it. The perfect pyramid is right here above. If your inner eyes is open, you can be able to see it clearly here, shielded by the right energies that we're asking you to extend your hand and tap today. And if you are still confused, whether your own ancestors started it or not, pay careful attention as you do this very magic in broader light. Let it live. What do you see? They started to build it. Build with entertainment in mind. Call your own people into the global market. Call them back to begin to buy and sell, not to worship their fellow man or any woman on earth. But call them back to come in, to buy and sell, not to worship like a sheep with eyes closed, not to worship like a beast with knees bent before any man or any woman. Enlighten them. Enlighten them to know themselves, to know their own ancestors, to know their own abilities, to know their own potentials, to know their own values. Empower them to believe in themselves, in their talent, to believe in themselves, in the treasures of their own ancestors. Do be well, my friend. Very nobly, I'll cover my head again, and I bid you farewell, and I hope we will see you again tomorrow. And remember, at the end of this video, remember to subscribe to it. This is LTBLIGHT Premier Member Coach Emen asking you, because when we ask, we receive. Promote, like this very channel. Let it guide your public places. Let it guide the consciousness of your own children so that everlasting blessings shall be ours. Thank you.